Excellent. Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and let's just kick things off. So everybody who has joined us already, welcome. We are so happy to have you here tonight. We have a very special guest I'll introduce in a moment, but this is our latest Clean Beauty Masterclass. We'll be celebrating our limited edition holiday collection. We'll be showing you through it, showing you a beautiful look that you can create this holiday season or whenever, for every day, go into the store. Who cares? If you don't know me, I am Katie Callahan. I am Jane Iredale's social media and digital content manager, and I'm so honored to introduce the Nydia Figueroa, celebrity makeup artist. So Nydia, I would love if you could tell our guests a little bit about yourself and maybe your inspiration for the look we're going to create before we jump in.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Jane. I mean, seriously, this is such an honor to be here with you ladies tonight. And I just feel like I'm in such a hub all day. I've been super nostalgic and excited about tonight.
Yeah.
Like, I got all dolled up for you ladies. Like, I'm ready for the party, right? It's going to be amazing. So my name is Nydia Figueroa. I am a celebrity makeup artist based out of the New Jersey, New York City area. Been doing makeup for 15 years. And I specialize in bridal. I specialize in production work, TV, as well as I'm a beauty expert. I work with publications. So a lot of my clients include Bruno Mars, Nicki Minaj. I work with Cardi B. I've also done makeup for the Victoria's Secret fashion show, the Grammys and the Emmys. And I also provide a lot of expert commentary for magazines like Allure Magazine, as well as Women's Health, CBS News, and much more. I also do pageant makeup, so I love to work with the Miss Universe organization, Miss USA, and I'm a global educator. So I've been teaching for almost about 15 years now, and I teach all over the world on how to to make people look glam and feel beautiful inside and out using makeup and beauty. So I'm so excited for tonight.
I love that. What a great intro. And we're getting some great comments. Oh, Lynette's having a great Cabernet Sauvignon. I'll probably have one after this.
I love that.
Brooke says Nydia is gorgeous. Well,
thank you. So are you all.
Great.
Thank you.
So as I mentioned, we'll be creating a look with our new holiday collection. And before we get into that, Nydia, I would love to get your thoughts on it. Is there anything you love? Is it the colors, the formula? Tell me everything.
I'm obsessed with everything. I mean, anything that has to do with holiday just makes me really happy. It does something for my endorphins. It just gives me such a good mood. And I love everything about this holiday collection. I love the colors. I love how you can wear it during the holidays, after holidays. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Look at this palette.
It's so pretty.
I'm obsessed with this palette. I've been wearing this palette every single day this week, and I've been wearing it so many different ways. And that's what I love about products. You can wear them more than one way. It's a multitasking product. I love the shimmer. I love the shimmer of what you guys are going to see how many we're going to show you how to use this a few different times of our powders, and then
exactly.
I'm loving it. And then our lippies. Who doesn't love a good lippy?
I know. Oh, I can't wait.
Drop on the floor. I got too excited, y'all.
I do the same thing. No, that happened to me recently too. They just sort of were jumping because they got so excited.
That's okay. They're ready for the holiday party.
Exactly. Yeah, they had a little nip early. Exactly.
Yes. So I'm loving it all.
Exactly. So when our audience registered, some of you submitted some questions. We'll kind of chat through that organically. You're welcome to ask questions in the Q&A box. We'll be able to get to those either verbally or I'll type it out. Or Amy's kind of on deck and she'll be able to type them out as well. Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and jump in. I'm so excited to learn from you. I can do my face a little bit, but
I know you can't. I've seen it.
But I love to learn. I love getting new tips and tricks. So before we jump in, I have on Beyond Matte. I'm wearing shade M1.
Yes.
And I'm not completely bare. I was like, I can be mostly bare, but I need a little help. And then and I'm wearing Enlighten Plus in 0. And then I set everything with my fave, the Amazing Base refillable brush, and I'm using light beige.
Love it. I'm wearing the shade M8 from our Beyond Matte. Love this foundation. It's a multitasking product as well. So I'm going to show you how to use it in more than one way. And I'm wearing the powder. Gorgeous.
Oh, so
and I'm
pretty.
going to also show you another way how to use this powder too. So something about me that I'm going to, like, I'm always about like more bang for your buck, right?
Yeah.
So it's great to have a million products in your arsenal, but sometimes we're busy. We're stay-at-home moms. We're career women. We have busy lives, you know, especially, I mean, I'm here in New York, so it's a little crazy over here, but everyone has different journeys and different stories. So I'm going to show you how to do a really easy holiday look that is not going to take much time, but it's going to make a big impact. It's going to wow everyone. So I'm going to jump right into it.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Let's do it. Awesome. So I'm going to start off with my eyebrows. I feel like your eyebrows, they're framed to the picture.
Yep.
And I want to remind everyone, there's no rules of makeup. You can start with your eyebrows. You can start with your face. I do have some face makeup to start off with, but have fun. Makeup is supposed to be fun. So just always keep that in mind when you're doing your makeup. So because I know we're hard on ourselves, want things to be perfect, but sometimes the imperfect looks end up looking so beautiful, right?
I like that.
So
we should put that in a cross stitch.
We should.
Yeah.
Or like in a Hallmark card. Hallmark card.
Both. Exactly. Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
I love that.
Jane Iredale line.
Love it. Love it.
Oh,
so we're going to start off with a brow pencil. I'm in the shade dark brunette. And I'm going to show you a quick trick with my eyebrows to make sure they look perfect and symmetrical every time. I want to remind everyone that they're sisters, not twins.
Yep.
We don't want them to be cousins. We want them to look alike, kind of. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And the best way to do that is, and I always say this with eyeliner, with eyebrows, is to start on the harder side of your face. You know how you always have that one side that's really hard to do?
I do.
You're going to want to start on that side. Okay. Because you're going to train yourself to perfect that side. And that way, the easier side will be easier. It'll just be a piece of cake on how to do. Right?
I love that.
Right? Let's make it easy.
Yes,
so the way that I like to measure my eyebrows is I take my pencil. I'm going to start from the middle of my nostril.
Okay.
And I'm going to go straight up. See, my brows don't start where they should start. So what I do is I do a little dot.
Okay.
Right at the base of that brow. This is called the rule of thirds. It's also called brow mapping.
Brow mapping. I've heard that term. Okay.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever. And then we're going to take the same brush and we're going to go diagonal to the middle of the nostril. And it's also going to go over the iris of the eye.
Okay.
And then right at the base is where we're going to leave a dot right there. Right? Okay. And the last part of this is we're going to go from the end of our nostril to the corner of our eye. And that's where your tail is going to end.
Okay.
Okay, so that's like the hardest part of this whole thing, I promise.
Yep. I know. Nydia, I have to share. So people are saying my brows are sisters, not twins. My brows are roommates. I love that.
I think I'm going to say
somebody said, Lucille said, sometimes you're distant cousins.
No, we're gonna fix that today, okay? We're gonna fix that. We're gonna be as close as possible.
Okay,
I love it.
We've mapped. We're ready to go. Okay,
ready to go. So I want to show you something really quick before we go in and paint those hairs in. We have to keep in mind not to color them in, like if we're coloring a book or we want to do little hair strokes.
Okay.
And the way that I like to do hair strokes is thinking when a teacher grades papers and they do check mark.
Yeah.
That is the easiest way to add little brush strokes to your brow so they look like hairs.
Okay.
But before we do that, I'm going to do something called connecting the dots. Okay. We all know what that means, right? So we're going to take the first dot and we're going to just do very small strokes.
Okay.
And we're going to connect from point A to point B. Okay, that is the first step. Then from point B, we're going to connect to point C. So we connected and we have a frame. We're starting to frame our brows. Let's do the same to the other side really quickly. And do that dot right there. We're going to go to the center of the iris of the eye, diagonal. And then we are going to go from the end of the nose to the end of the eye, and that is our tail.
Got it. Okay.
Same with this. Nice short strokes. We want to use a very light hand The great thing about this pencil is that it has a lot of pigment. So you don't have to build and do so much work to do this, because it just has amazing color payoff, which I love. Okay, so that's the first step.
Okay.
Looking good. Looking good.
Okay, I'm doing it.
So now I actually like to start in the inner third of the brow, believe it or not, right here. And we're gonna just start doing those check marks very softly. When we get to the arch of the brow, we're gonna start rounding that arch just a little bit.
Rounding it, okay.
See that? Just rounding it just a little bit.
Wow, look at that.
Right? And this product, it just goes on like butter. I love it. Like it doesn't like, you know, fight back.
Yeah. Before I found this, I would never go through a brow product because I hated it. And now I'm like constantly
obsessed.
Going through this.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
So when we get to the front, this is the part that some people can make a little too square.
Sure.
Is we are just gonna go straight up.
Okay.
Very softly. So it looks like the brows are faded in the front. Okay, let's do it on this side. Do those check marks. Round out the brow. And then when we get to the front, we are going to very softly paint on those hair strokes. We can't tell people all of our secrets, okay? We have to make
it somewhat mysterious, exactly.
We have to have a little mystery, like, oh, how do your brows look so good?
Exactly.
Obviously, we want to share what we use because we have to show the wealth, but you know.
Right, exactly. But you know, if you miss this masterclass, you know, you're not going to know.
I know.
So I think that the rounding is really interesting because I've often struggled with my brows. They are also distant roommates. But that's so helpful because I they're a little sparse here, so I never know if I should fill that in, but I like the tiny checks and the rounding. I feel like they look so much fuller. I'm like, who is that?
Oh, I love it. It looks amazing. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys a trick that I use a lot during quarantine when I couldn't get my eyebrows done. This was like my life-saving technique.
Yeah.
So I am going to take a nice flat brush. Like I love this brush. I mean, it's so good. And I'm going to take a little bit of my Beyond Matte.
Okay. I'm just going to watch you.
Yeah. Put a little bit in the tip of that brush and think of the way you would when you go get your eyebrows waxed, they put the wax right underneath and they rip it off.
Right.
This is going to be very similar to that because this also helps if you make any mistakes. It's kind of like an eraser.
Oh, it's like a magic eraser. One of my favorite.
Like it is like a magic eraser. I love that. And we're going to take it and just kind of go underneath the brow bone just to make it look like you just got a fresh wax. Right? And doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay if it's not perfect because we're going to go underneath. Wow. Same with this side. Go underneath. Let's take a little bit more. Go underneath. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this to prep our eyes.
Oh, nice.
So I did it straight and now we're going to take it over. And for this part, you can use your fingers.
Okay.
Fingers or a brush. I'm just going to use my fingers really quick. Just to blend that onto the lid. So we brighten up that a little bit. Now, if you wanted to use a brush, which I love using brushes, to make it even quicker, is we're going to just put it right on the lid.
Yeah, I can see.
I'm always going to show you guys options, right? Because there's not one rule of thumb. It's what you find, whatever is better and more comfortable for you.
I love to hear you say that. I feel like some people can get very sort of rigid, but it's nice to know. It's nice to know you can kind of like feel it out. Nobody's perfect. Yeah.
You find your own style when you're doing your makeup. This is your therapy time. This is when you sit in front of the mirror, put your favorite song on. Yeah, just get into the zone, you know, and I love it. It's my favorite part of the day is getting glammed up and putting makeup on.
Exactly. I'm drinking my coffee. That's sort of like my ritual. Yeah. I do feel a little weird. We're like sitting here in silence. I wish we'd put on a playlist or something, but
okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
A little playlist
next time.
So now I'm gonna take a small brush like this, an angle brush, and I'm gonna use this multiple ways, but I'm actually gonna take my pressed powder.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just add some powder to that just to set the liquid. So we have a nice clean and prepped eye base for eyeshadow.
I wouldn't have thought to do that. That's such a good tip.
Just to really just set it and get it nice and perfect.
That's great.
Then you can go back in, and sometimes I like to go back in with my brow if I want to go back in, and this you can do this later too if you like, just to perfect. So our eyes are all prepped, brows are all prepped, and this is a big step to the makeup because we want to make sure that we're not putting eyeshadow on bare skin, because our eyelid area is a very sensitive and very thin area of skin. So we want to have a nice canvas, like if you had a canvas right before you paint, you want a nice white canvas.
Exactly, you want to prime it. What's funny you mentioned that, I just painted my bathroom this weekend, not to brag. And
it's amazing.
Listen,
I painted. It's not an easy job.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, thank you. But I did. I had to put the primer down, and I was like, just let it dry. Then you could put the color on. So
exactly. Same with makeup, right?
Exactly. Okay, so what's next? Oh, I'm so ready. Okay.
I'm so ready.
Can we talk about the fact that this has a beautiful mirror in it? I don't want to do the flash the screen.
It has a mirror, and it's like on the go. Like you can do it at home, on the go, quick and easy. Have it in your purse, like
exactly. Throw it in your bag.
I love anything with a mirror. It's the best. And I also like the fact that these shades, you can do this so many different ways. There's cool shades, there's warm shades. You can do a soft smoky. You can actually these can be used wet or dry, and you can make them as colored eyeliner. How awesome is that? Especially something like this with purple. That purple's great for like brown eyes. It makes brown eyes pop the most. It's one of my favorites. If you have green eyes, something warm like this is going to be beautiful on those green eyes. It's going to make those green eyes pop. Think of like Christmas time, right? Like red and green. Perfect. So since it has warmth in it, it's going to make those eyes pop out, which I absolutely love. We love it.
Okay. So what brush are we going to start with?
We're going to start off with this one. This is our crease brush. Love this brush. Very soft.
Organized. It's sort of like in a little pile next to me, so
that's okay. Listen, aren't we all? Today I was organized. Most of the time I have things. Listen, we're artists. We can't be. We're artists. It's okay. So I'm gonna start off with this shade here. Love this shade, and we're just gonna dot it. Okay. Now, before we do that, I want everyone to stop and take a moment. I know I can't see you. Take your finger, and we're going to touch this area. When you feel a bone, that is your orbital bone. That is the bone that helps hold in your eyeballs. And it's the easiest way to find your crease is right in that bone. Yeah.
That's easy. So, I can do that.
Right, you can do that. And so the best way I like to apply eyeshadow, I know a lot of us do one of these.
Yeah.
Where we're like closing one eye, and it feels like it works, but what's going to happen is you're not going to get a really smooth blend. We want to make sure that we're actually tilting our head back and looking down into the mirror. So that way we have a really pretty smooth canvas to apply our eyeshadow.
Love it. I feel a little silly, like I'm posing.
You feel silly, but I promise. Even when you're looking into the mirror, you're going to kind of look down like this.
Yeah, I feel very aloof looking into my mirror like that.
I know, but let me tell you, it's going to be a game changer when you apply your eyeshadow.
Exactly.
So I like to hold the eyeshadow brush, especially something tapered for blending at the end, because when we're holding it like a pencil, there's no free range of motion in our wrists, and we're not really giving that nice airbrushed diffused look. So when we're holding at the end, we have more control of the brush. It's not such a tight feeling. It takes a minute to get used to, but I promise you it's going to be such a game changer when it comes to and you get a nice little flow, right?
I love that. Jana just asked, I'm sorry if it's Jana, I'm not sure which. She said, did you bring the foundation all over your lid or just halfway down and then set it?
So I brought the most of it to the brow bone, and then I blended it down to the lid. So the reason why I don't cover my eyelid with anything that's cream or liquid is because sometimes it could move around the eyeshadow. I just want enough just to neutralize any color on the eyelid.
Got it. Yeah. And that's what I did too. I just put a little down. So Jana like a banana. Thank you.
Jana like a banana. I love it.
Yeah.
So the first place where you're going to touch your eye is going to be the most intense color. I like to start in the crease better than the lid. And you're going to see why. It's a really easier method personally. So I'm going to tilt my head back, raise my brow, and I'm just going to go in and do some windshield wiper movements back and forth and get that color in there. And we're gonna build little by little. There's no rush. If you actually do more work if you pound it on and try to blend it after. You gotta work.
I think I maybe yeah. Okay, I'll keep blending.
We want to work harder, not no, smarter, not harder.
Smarter, not harder. Okay,
not harder.
Oh my gosh, this formula is so beautiful.
I'm obsessed. It's like airbrush, literally. Just goes on without much. There's not any fallout, which that's the one thing about shadow that drives me crazy, is that it is halfway down my face. So I like that this is not. So we're going back and forth. And this look again is going to be really good for every day, but with the lip or how you bump it up is what makes it into a nighttime look. So it's super easy. So we start there. And then another little trick I like to do, because I don't like to end here, I like to lift. We always want to lift all of our beautiful features. And we're going to go around the tail of the brow, up to the temple. You guys see how I have that lift going on? I'm not adding too much shadow. I'm just kind of taking whatever I have left over on the brush. And it's creating, if you can see the difference, from one eye to the other, it's just going to lift those amazing features that you have, right? Same on this side.
I love that. Oh my God. Holiday.
I love this technique. And it's gives it such a beautiful shadow effect where it doesn't look like it's like eyeshadow. It's more of like we're shading our features.
Exactly.
So the next thing I do, because I'm going to use this brush a couple of times.
Right? This is my favorite.
We're going to take a little bit more of that brush. And we're going to just pat it and do almost scrambling eggs technique. Scramble those eggs. I always use the sound bite because I know you're going to be cooking one day and you'll be like, scrambling those eggs. You won't forget that.
No, I want it all. So you just pat it right in the corner
and then just do circles. Like if we're scrambling those eggs and we're doing some windshield wiper movements. Oh my God, so pretty.
Okay. Oh, it just intensified it. I love that.
Right? Just I added a little pop to it, which I love. Okay. So the last step of adding more depth to this is we're going to take this brown shade right here.
Got it.
And you honestly, you know what? Let's be adventurous. Let's mix these two colors together because these colors could be mixed as well. We're going to just dot that. Again, you only need a dot. And then we're brushing off. We're going to go like that to brush off any excess. And we're going to focus on our outer V. So we're going to do like a V motion here. You see how the depth is being created in that corner? I love this color palette. Obsessed.
I know, it makes me thirsty with all the drink names.
Right?
Cold wine and cider, all that good stuff.
I love it.
Okay, so outer V.
Yes.
All right, how am I doing?
You're doing phenomenal. Okay. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay. So now we're gonna use this brush. And this is the shadow brush and the chisel shader shade. chisel shader brush, excuse me.
I have a hard time with that too. I'm like, scissors.
It's like a tongue twister, but I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the shade, which is more of a bronzy shade.
Yep.
I love the shade.
Love it.
And this brush, and really quick, I want to show you the difference on why and by the way, I've only been using 2 brushes so far. This is tapered and it's fluffy, so it's going to blend and diffuse. This one's flat, so it's going to pack on color. You're going to have a harder time blending with this kind of brush. Oh. And you're also going to have a little harder time packing on color with this kind. You could still do it because it's a little tight, but to get the best color payoff, we're going to use this flat brush.
Interesting. Okay. So we're taking all right.
Yes. And with this technique, you can hold it closer if you like, because it's going to really, stamp on. And then we're just going to press on that lid. Just press away. Because when we swipe, we're not getting that, like we want to get the full color payoff.
Exactly.
And these brushes are so amazing that just by doing a little circle where the brown and the bronze meet, it'll blend seamlessly.
Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty.
So much fun.
I keep getting distracted by watching you, and then I forget that I have to catch up.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, wow.
Pat. And then when we get right here, we're going to do circles just to really blend that into the color. Okay. I love it. So pretty. Full pigment. I mean, seriously. Obsessed with that. Now I want it, looks great.
Thank you. I have a great picture.
So I want to give some options for people who don't like a shimmery highlight. Okay. If you want to go more for a matte highlight, you can use this shade. Okay. And we're going to I'm actually taking this brush, and I'm going to use this brush in multiple ways. This one is the smudge brush.
Yeah. Isn't it this cutest little brush?
It's so cute.
So cute. I love it. Yeah.
And I like how it's small enough to go in the brow bone.
Yeah.
So for someone that doesn't want the shimmer, we are going to do some shimmer today because we have to do the shimmer.
I'm wearing a shimmery shirt, so why not?
Right, same.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Hope it's reflecting. This is an option for you. Okay. So you can pop that in the brow bone if you want something a little softer. Okay. And same.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because a few people asked, how can I wear this palette and maybe not focus on the shimmer or So I think that's a great option. Like you can have a little bit of shimmer and then
exactly. You can mix. It's also very, very good and important to mix, if you're mixing textures, to mix a shimmer or a frost with a matte. So it's not all matte. I mean, you can do all matte, but it's not all shimmer. You don't want all shimmer everywhere. So this is just an option for those that want something a little softer. You can use this. But guess what? We are going to amp it up because it's the holidays. Nice. So we're going to bump this look up. I'm so excited. Okay. Yes. So now we're going to use our pigments. Okay. I love that. This is the shimmer palette.
I'm like too excited.
Me too. Makeup just makes me so happy.
It should. Yeah. So
we have some of these amazing shades that we're going to be using. I'm going to be using champagne and gold for today. I mean, look at that. I'm also going to swatch it because I want to show you.
Yeah. Oh, please do.
How gorgeous these shades are.
Oh my gosh, Tara said, Nydia's eye space gives me life.
Oh my God, you give me life, girl.
I love that compliment.
Thank you. So this is the gold.
Okay.
It's like a gold, almost like a rose gold, a little pink in it.
Get out of town. Right?
Are you serious? This is amazing. I love it.
And
this
beauty.
one is I'm sorry, this is the champagne. Excuse me.
Oh, that was champagne.
And then this is the gold.
I'm sorry. Does everyone have their sunglasses on for?
I mean, are you blinded or what?
And that's the thing that's so crazy. I know I was just saying this, but it's clean beauty. Like this is good for your skin.
Clean beauty. I mean, has the ingredients. Every product that we're putting on our faces has those good for your skin ingredients. Exactly. I mean, what? When do you ever find that?
You don't.
Not only the pigment's there.
We're so lucky.
But it's good for your skin. I mean, we have to take care of our skins, right?
Exactly.
So now I'm gonna I'm gonna show you how to bump this look up, and we're gonna use the champagne with the same brush. And I'm going to press this on to the lid. Ooh, and look how this is just going to come alive. I love this color.
Wow.
Isn't it so pretty?
Start with your left eye or your right eye when you're doing your own makeup?
I switch it up. I mean, I feel pretty confident and I practice a lot to feel good about, you know, how both eyes, like how to make them even. But you can start whatever eye you feel more comfortable in.
I know, it's funny. I'll go back and forth, like mascara. I'll usually start with my left, eyeliner with my right. So I'm always kind of interested in that, like psychological aspect of makeup.
Right, it is. I love it. So we're pressing that on. Oh my God, so pretty. It's like a beam of light.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. So we have that.
Wow.
And then we're going to highlight the eyes with the gold. Right. I'm going to take the same brush that we used earlier, you know, for the matte. We're going to use it now for the shimmer. And so far, I just want to show you, these are the brushes that we've used so far. So we didn't use a million brushes.
Yeah, we're only using 3.
And, you know, I always say it's good to have a good amount of brushes in your arsenal, but you don't need to use all of them at the same time, right? They all serve different purposes.
Exactly.
We're going to go back in with this smudger, and I'm going to dip it into my gold. And I'm going to use my secret weapon. I call it my secret weapon. And this is the hydration spray, the lemongrass hydration spray.
My fave. Yeah.
And not only does this like really help the makeup, give hydration to the makeup, but it makes the eyeshadows and the 24 karat pop so amazingly. So I'm going to wet that. So I put the product first and then I'm wetting it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My favorite part is happening right now. So everyone pay attention. Don't miss this. No, I was kidding. You blink an eye. No. So what I do is, this is a big red carpet trick, right? So a lot of celebrities, you see them go on the red carpet, you see that they have this amazing inner corner highlight. It's coming. It's happening. It's so pretty.
I need to close my mouth.
What's that?
I need to close my mouth. I'm just like agape watching you.
So a little bit goes a long way. And of course, I build it. Look at that. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
And it's really pretty. Now, if you were someone,
it smells so good. The lemongrass.
It really does. I love it. And then also, so I used the gold on myself, but if you had a richer complexion, you can use the bronze and do the same thing as well as a highlight.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So it's very versatile. So we did the inner corners, and now we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to go right above the iris of the eye. This is one of my makeup artist secrets. I like to put a beam of light on my eyelid because it makes people look directly into your eyes. It's almost like a flashlight shining over the iris of your eyes. People are going to be like, oh, your eyes look so pretty. But they don't know why. They're like, Exactly. So you're going to draw them in. So I'm going to take a little bit of that and just pop that in the center of my eyelid. Let's take a little bit more.
I'm so glad you're using these because I've seen a lot of people say they were really intimidated by the 24K, and this is an easy way to use it. You know, you don't have to
easy.
Yep.
So easy. And even if you're not doing eyeshadow, you wanted to just pop something to illuminate the eye, you can still use these.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Oh, I love it.
Me too. So the last step is we're gonna just put a little bit if we want to really bump up this eye in the brow bone.
So pretty. Oh my God, that's great. Let's see. Lucille asked, do you practice a lot on yourselves or others or both? Lucille, I'm not a trained professional. I just do me, but Nydia is a celebrity makeup artist. And if you missed the beginning, you missed her wonderful bio, but she's done it all, done makeup on everyone. So
thank you.
we're in good hands.
Let me tell you, I before I did on others, I practiced on myself. And I still do. I'm still learning. I tell everyone, as an artist, as a person, you never stop learning. You don't.
Exactly.
So it's okay. And it takes time to learn sometimes. You know, so I'm so glad you came here, you trusted us to show you these tips and tricks. And Katie, I cannot get over how amazing your eyes look. It looks so good.
I love it. Yes, this is perfect. And let's see here. Yolande, I think I'm saying that correctly. She said, I heard a tip to start with your non-dominant side. So when you do your dominant side, it's easier to match symmetry. I think that's kind of like what you were saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was saying earlier. Yep. Yeah. It just helps with, you know, because sometimes liners like this, lines like that, and you get frustrated. So definitely do the side that's harder for you first, and then the easier side will be piece of cake. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with eyeliner, which is this is my holy grail, y'all.
And we got so many questions about this.
Yes. Oh my God, this is my holy grail eyeliner. I love it so much. It is probably, I have to say, the easiest liquid liner I have ever used.
It's really easy. Yeah. And
super easy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use, I like the brush tip, by the way. I love how it just like full pigment black, almost like an ink, right? Like those inks you used to use, the calligraphy. Like I love that.
Yeah, and it's so cute too. It looks like a little stiletto or something. It's adorable.
I love it. So now we're gonna I'm gonna show you, and I want to just have this. I have this pep talk with everyone about liquid liner, about any eyeliner. Is eyeliner, they sense fear. I mean, seriously, if we get nervous when we're doing eyeliner, our hands start to shake, we get all sweaty. You have to go in with full confidence. Like, you know what? I got this. I'm going to go with this eyeliner full force. I feel good about it, and don't even think about it and do it. And I promise, once you practice, you're going to be a pro and addicted to eyeliner. I promise you.
And I'm excited to hear your tips too. I'll let you get your eye in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we're gonna tilt our head back. I like to very slightly pull here just so it's a nice flat surface. And I'm gonna start in the middle. And we're gonna get as close as possible to the base of that eye. We don't want any spaces. And since it's very wet, which I really like, it's wet, but it doesn't spread. It's not messy at all. Like you have full control of this eyeliner. And then I like to go in the inner corners. And there you go. That's your simple eyeliner. We're gonna do it on the other side now. And we're going to just go from the center and go outwards. Again, going as close as possible to the base of the eye. And then we have our second. We kind of, we both.
Somebody just called me out on holding
we held our breath a little bit. We're like,
I was like, okay. So I went. Are you winging it out, or did you just?
We are gonna wing it out. Yeah. Okay. So this, if you want to just a regular line, this is what we're gonna do first. But now we're gonna wing it out. Everyone's. I know it's scary. I know wing liner is scary, but we're gonna do it. We honestly, and again, practice. Do not be hard on yourself. You did good the first time. You got this.
Yeah. All right. So I think I did okay with my base, but I love it.
You did great. You did great. So now we're gonna take our liner and we're gonna start from the bottom of the lash line, and we're just gonna flick up.
Look at that.
That's the first step. First step. I love a wing liner. It's my favorite.
Mary Ellen, we are using just our liquid liner in black.
Yes. Same with this part. We're going to just go straight up. And it has a nice thin tip, so you get a nice sharp line. That's the first step. Then when we're gonna get to the middle of this line, and we're gonna pull downwards, okay? We're gonna pull downwards.
Okay.
And then you're gonna get a little triangle. So we're gonna fill that in, and you can bring it out to your desired length. but I love liner. So you see how easy that was?
Gosh. Look at that.
Super easy. I like a big liner, but we're not gonna go too big today.
Yeah. But the black with that shimmer from the palette,
it pops. It pops beautifully. I love it. Go in. Same on this side. We're just gonna go in and just go down. So I'm gonna make mine a little bit, I want you guys to really see it. So I'm gonna go and just make it just a little bit bigger. And again, it could be a little flick. It could be a big cat eye. We're gonna be doing red lips. So I almost want it to have like a retro feel to it.
Love that.
So I'm gonna just take it out just a little bit more. Yes, I love it. Do you like it? Oh my God.
I don't like it. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. So how would you suggest, I'll wait till you're done so you can concentrate.
No, it's okay.
I mean, I know you can talk through it. I'm still holding my breath. If you, let's say you messed up a little bit, would you suggest taking a bit of concealer on a brush, a little micellar?
Yeah. So you can take a little bit of like a Q-tip. You can actually take an eye cream. I love doing eye cream because you're still hydrating.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take Q-tip and just really go in and correct any mistakes. And believe it or not, the eye cream is not really going to disrupt the makeup, too much.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And it's going to add hydration, which is great.
Perfect.
So this is our wings. I hope you guys, your wing looks amazing too.
Thank you. I was very nervous.
It's okay. You did great.
Thank you. Let's see. We got a couple questions.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you wanted to chat through this specifically, but Linda wanted to know, and I like your term for it, but this is Linda's question. Any tips on applying liquid liner on hooded eyes?
Yes, absolutely. So there's a few different ways that you can do liquid liner. And I also want to say with any eye shape, it doesn't have to be a liquid liner. You can use a pencil, you can use powder and still get that cat eye look. You can also put your shadow and kind of bring it out to give that cat eye look as well. But for liquid liner, you can do a technique that I love. First of all, the best way to do liquid liner on hooded eyes is actually to keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
So you know how I had one eye closed? You kind of want to make a starting point and you want to go straight across. And then you want to go down a little bit. So you go straight across. It's almost called like the bat wing eyeliner. Yeah. You go straight across, go down, fill that in so that when you open your eyes, it looks like a wing liner. And when you look down, it looks like bat wings. It's really pretty.
I love that.
I love pretty.
That makes so much sense because since there isn't enough eyelid, you want to make sure I love it. It's
exactly. Yeah. Perfect. It's a really, really cool technique. I love it. But again, don't feel pressured to do liquid liner. There's also pencil, there's also powder eyeliners that are great for a wing liner effect. You can also do shadow with an angle brush and make it like a smoky. So exactly. Listen, multitask. We're multitasking with these products.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, Carol. She said the eyeliner looks great on me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You did amazing. Love it. So, okay, let's have a conversation about this mascara.
Okay, thank you. I'm so glad you brought that up. Because the question I usually ask at the end of these that I feel like I should ask now, and I'm not trying to lead the witness, but I'd love to know what your desert island makeup pick is. You're allowed sunscreen, so that's
mascara for sure. And I would definitely say concealer.
Okay.
I love, I have darker under eyes, so I like to brighten. Yep. If I was allowed to pick a third one, I would say setting spray. You know what? Because I feel like setting spray. Cool. Yeah, it cools you down. The island. It doesn't see your endorphins. It's water, so it's it's multitasking.
It's perfect. It's hydrating.
Yeah. Right. No, imagine that
on this deserted island.
Right. We want our skin to be nice and not parched. So I love it.
I'm ready. Let's talk about the mascara.
Mascara. Not all mascaras are treated equal. I just want to say that this mascara is new, And I was just talking to Katie. I was like, this is like the juiciest mascara I have ever used. Like so juicy. It's so full of pigment. It is like, you're gonna see. And I have barely any lashes. So the fact that this mascara makes me look like I have these beautiful luscious lashes, I'm obsessed with it. And I like to layer it. So sometimes I like to let it dry a little bit and layer some more. And I always say, take your time with your eyelashes. People rush through it. Give your eyelashes some love, you know, and really go in. So I'm going to show you my technique on this. And this is such a great volumizing mascara. I just, for sure, I tilt my head back and I wiggle at the base, but I wiggle in different directions. So I don't just wiggle upwards.
All the volume. Okay.
I'm getting, any lash that's hiding, I am getting it.
Hiding. Okay. I'm gonna try that.
And then I really, because the reason why I do this too is because I want to make sure that I'm not bumping my eyelid.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take the tip. So you see how I'm going this direction, that direction. And you know, if you bump your eyelid, it's totally fine. I do that all the time too. I get a little too mascara happy and then that happens, you know? But this is probably one of the only mascaras I've used that really gets to the root of my eyelash.
Yeah.
And builds. I love it. You could make a little mistake like I did. Just take a little more of that powder and go over it.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, because it happens.
Yeah.
Same with this side. Another little trick I like to do is I take my finger. Take my finger and I put it right behind my eyelashes. And I go in.
Ooh.
So that way I get everything on the lash and not on my lid. So if you have that problem where you're always getting mascara on your lid, this technique is going to give you, like, it's going to block that. And it really helps you lift it so that you get right in there.
Oh, sorry, I was away from the the camera.
Oh, it's
okay. Wow.
I love that. Yeah. And you just clean your finger after. See that?
Yeah. Wow. I love it. And this is the new Beyond Lash Volumizing Mascara.
Yes. And you can also twist it a little bit, get in there, go underneath, be creative, have fun.
Yeah.
I love it. And then I try not to leave my mouth open, but you know how that goes.
I know. Like I was just thinking that too. we all look slightly insane, but
that's okay.
But that's all right.
You know what's great about it? We all do the same thing.
Exactly. Mascara is like the great unifier. We all look completely crazy.
I love it.
Wiggling.
The fish look. I like that.
I know. There's a great meme about that. And
awesome.
On our social right now, we have a giveaway. If you post a photo of your best or video of your best mascara face, you're entered to win a year's supply of Beyond Lash mascara. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, pretty good little deal. Yeah. So speaking of
so cool.
Isn't it cool? Yeah. So, but speaking of that, I hope everyone's going to stay tuned at the end for a special announcement. I should have said that at the beginning, but I was too excited. I'm sorry.
I do. I love it. So now that we did the eyes, loving the eyes, and you can also always bump it up.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to go a little smokier, you can, but you'll see why in a minute why I did it to this tone. Because I'm going to take a little bit of our foundation. And again, this is great underneath the eyes as well, since it's multitasking, has great coverage. And I'm going to take, and I'm just going to put a little bit underneath the eyes just to brighten it up. And I'm just pressing it with this flat foundation brush. And then this is where you can go to the corners and perfect that liner as well.
Oh, I love that.
And then we're going to lift up. Same with this side. Lift upwards.
I see. Right? I feel like that's why.
It's the eye lift.
Yeah, I feel like that's why sometimes if I do a full look, sometimes I'll look a little, my skin won't look as perfect because I don't do things like that because I'm intimidated. But I'm gonna try that after. I'm a little too scared to do that on camera.
Oh,
but
that's okay.
after the liner. But
if it's scary, it's worth it. Anything that scares you is worth it. So do it.
Oh my gosh, Jasmine is cracking me up. She said, I hold my breath for this part too. I'm glad I haven't passed out yet.
I love it.
And Catherine asked only top lashes. So I'm only a top lash kind of gal, but
I'll do bottom lashes for sure. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna set my under eyes, and then I'm gonna show you how to use the palette as like a really pretty soft powder eyeliner. Okay. Because the theme of this class is multitasking product. So we want to make sure that we're doing that, right?
And something I'll call out too, I know it probably seems like we're taking a long time, but we're talking. In reality, not that long at all, I would say.
No. We're actually pretty much almost done.
I know. Sadly.
Sadly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my Beyond Matte powder. Okay. And I'm just gonna set underneath the eyes.
We actually had a couple of questions pop up about this, so I'm glad you're covering it without me even prompting it. So.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna take my brush. Put that brush up. Here you are. My favorite brush for our Beyond Matte powder.
Are you using Pure Pressed or Beyond Matte?
I'm sorry, I'm using Pure Press. My fault.
Oh, perfect. No. Well, you were using Beyond Matte.
I got too excited. And I'm gonna just take that and I'm just gonna go right underneath the eyes. And this just helps it really smooth and set the powder. Wow. I love it.
Look at that. You look so airbrushed.
Thank you. I feel like it's like Botox in a powder form. That's
Botox in a powder form. We're adding that to the cross stitch for the junior.
That'd be great. I love it. So just to finish this eye look, so that we can go into blush and lips, is I'm gonna take the brown shade here.
Okay. Which one are you doing?
This shade right here.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to use our angle brush.
Perfect.
And I'm going to press right underneath just to give a very soft shadow look. This is a clean beauty class. We're going to make sure everything looks nice, clean, soft edges. Same on this side. We're just going to press that right underneath just to give a little shadow, just to tie the whole look together.
I feel like I'm so used to dragging, so I have to be very intentional with like the pat motion.
Just pat. Don't have to drag. And we also don't want to drag too much with our faces. We want to make sure, because that really affects the elasticity of our face. Yeah. So we want to pat very gently, very softly. So I'm going to use the spray twice. Do I just use the half of the bottom lash or the whole? That's a great question. So you can do both. I like to do half of the bottom lash, so that way it opens up the eyes. Yeah, if you go all the way through, it make the eyes a little more closed off.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take my lemongrass hydrating spray, and I am going to spray. And the way that I like to spray this is I do a cross and an X.
Okay, I can do that.
Ooh, that made me so happy. Just there's something for my endorphins. Right? It's like
so
like a drink of water for your face. I love it.
I might have to add this to my desert island pick.
It is. Now you know why, right? Now you
exactly. Like my plants liked it as well. They're like, more.
Hello, right? So now we're gonna do some blushes. I actually like to mix blushes.
Yes.
To mix a blush. This one has this was in the shade Whisper, and this one is clearly pink. This one has a little peachy highlighty tone to it, which I love. And then this one has a touch of pink. So I like to mix both together. And don't you see, after that spray, my face looks like just like hydrated and fresh.
Yes. And we use, someone just asked, I lost the comment, but we are using the Lemongrass Love hydration spray.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to blush. I'm going to use our Glow Time blush stick. But
awesome. Oh my God, I love that blush stick so much.
But I want to walk through the apply, and then I'll put mine on.
Absolutely. So I'm going to take the blush and I'm just going to pat it, and I'm using the Dome face brush. I'm going to tap off the excess.
Okay.
And blush placement is so important, okay? So blush placement is going to do different things to your face shape. If you put your blush here on the apples of your cheek, it's going to look more like baby doll, you know, if you're older, it's gonna drag your face down, so you have to be very careful in the placement of your blush. I personally love to put the blush higher. It helps lift the face, and it's actually really, really on trend for the season. So the blush colors were Clearly Pink and Whisper.
Clearly Pink and Whisper. Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to take the brush. I'm going to smile. Think of a happy memory, something funny, because you want to see those cheekbones.
Exactly.
And I'm going to pat on that blush. Again, I don't do a lot of swiping. I like to pat, 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 pat. And it's so pigmented. It gives such a pretty color payoff. I like to put a little bit in my temples and onto my hairline. So we have that really pretty lifted look to the face.
So I'm using the cream blush, and I copied you a little bit in the placement.
Yeah, I love it. I love the way you did that. You could do the same technique with cream or powder. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm using the shade Aura, and you were using Pure Pressed blush, and you said Whisper.
Clearly Pink and Whisper.
Clearly Pink and Whisper.
Yes. Okay, so it is time to glow. Glow,
glow time, right?
We're gonna glow like J-Lo.
That's right.
So I'm gonna take in the 24 karat gold dust shimmer powder.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use the blending contouring blush, but I'm actually going to use it at the end. So you can use this for bronzer, contour, but I'm going to show you a tip on how to use it on the other side for highlight, because it has a nice tip to that.
Yeah.
And the way that I like to do it is I kind of turn my cheek to the side where I can, where the light naturally hits my cheekbone.
Okay.
And I am just going to run that.
I got so excited. I'm sorry. I love it. I love watching people put on highlight. It's like magic, I swear.
It's my favorite thing in the whole universe is to highlight. I'm also going to show you another trick. This is actually a trick that Rihanna's makeup artist does. One of the little insider trick is she takes the brow bone and goes down this way. So that way it looks like the highlight is just kissing the outer part of the eyes. So you guys see that? I love it.
So if I'm going to use our Glow Time stick in Eclipse, which is my favorite. I love this gold. So should I apply it with a brush or do this and tap it in with a brush?
I would probably do like that, like dots, and then tap it in with a brush. Okay. Yes. You could do both. But you could do both, definitely.
Char goes, someone please call 911. Tell them I just had a highlight attack.
I love it.
People are cracking me up.
I love you guys so much. Seriously. We're all officially besties.
We are. It's true. Hey, bestie.
So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And the reason why I like to have it hug around the eye so that we don't have that harsh line, we want to just really look like there's a beautiful beam of light on the cheekbones.
Oh, I can also use a mirror. I can't really see in my computer screen. So
you're glowing.
Yeah.
You are glowing.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh my God. I love it on you. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So something else I like to do, because I have a little button nose, and if you have maybe a nose that's a little bit longer, it's something I probably wouldn't do. I'll keep the highlight here. Okay. I like to put a little highlight in the tip of my nose.
Cute. I love that.
Little button nose action.
About that. She asked about putting blush on the nose, but would you suggest that too? Like, or would you do that for bronzer?
It depends. Honestly, I feel like blushing the nose is totally a personal preference, and a lot of people do the blush here so like they have that natural flush. You can. I personally don't like to do that on myself, but again, it's totally preference. Just a touch of it, kiss of the blush. I always say
the blush, a little
kiss of the blush.
Using the shade Whisper. How about that?
Yes, and then I'm also going to put some on my Cupid's bow.
Oh, I'm all about
just to make my lips look like they're like
juicy.
Juicy.
Because I have pretty thin lips, so I always try and like look for ways to.
Oh my God. Absolutely. I love it.
To use your tongue to bump it up.
Yes. And then I'll go back with my spray.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Oh, twist my arm. Make me use the hydration spray again.
It smells. I wish we had smell-o-vision. I wish you guys can smell how amazing. You know how you have those certain smells that just give you good memories or just good vibes? This is one of those things. The thing that what it does to my endorphins is incredible.
I agree. And it also smells really nice, like in my hair. It's nice to kind of like catch a whiff.
Yeah, a little flyaways.
Let's see. We've gotten some great comments. Using the highlight tip. Yeah, love that V. Would you say V, like a little alligator mouth?
Yeah. I love it. We're just kind of like kissing the side. So I'm gonna do a little mascara on the bottom, just a touch. And I like to hold my brush this way.
You know, I think I might as well. I'm facing some fears tonight. So
yes, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. And let's see. Amy said, I've never tried highlighter and I'm really wanting to try this. Amy, you're gonna love it.
Do it. You're going to love it. You're gonna feel like you're on the red carpet. J-Lo, go. People are like, oh, you're glowing.
I wish I brought all the shades in with me, but I was using our Glow Time highlighter stick in Eclipse, which is this gorgeous gold. It might look intimidating, but you can see, you know, you blend it out, make it sheer. It's great on the décolleté.
Yes, I love it on the shoulders too. I love a good highlight on the shoulders. If you were to have your or even on the legs, I put it on the center of my leg. So it's like that. It looks almost like shiny pantyhose, but it isn't. Like I love it.
Exactly. You can get away with it. Let's see, Diana. I'm using M1 of Beyond Matte and Nydia M8. And then for Pure Pressed, I am I'm Bisque, and you are do you know what Pure Pressed base shade you are?
Yes, I am Sweet Honey.
Sweet Honey. I was like, it's somewhere in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, the highlight, I can bathe in highlight. I really can, but we're not going to. I pretty much did, but it's okay.
Oh, Cinda, we will be adding this to our YouTube. Cinda said, I wish I could watch this again. So helpful. So never fear. All of our master classes are here on our YouTube, and we'll email out the link after.
Yes, and please, if you recreate this look, tag Jane. We would love to see it.
Yes, I'm going to share Nydia's Instagram in the comments in just a moment here, and you've got to follow her. She posts the best stuff.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna finish off. Are these? I mean,
Shara's cracking me up. I don't know if she's a comedian. You're both gonna make Rudolph get fired, and you'll guide the sleigh Christmas night with the flow. Get out of town. All right.
Love it. Oh my God, I feel like we're having like a girls' night.
I know, this is so much fun. I think with Annette saying she had Cabernet, I'm a little jealous, but you know.
I love it.
Okay, so that's Nydia's Instagram. Please make sure you follow her.
Thank you.
And I think we're caught up on comments. Okay, so what's next? Oh, lips are next.
We're doing lips, and I mean, the most beautiful magical time of year calls for a red lip. I mean, seriously. First of all, a red lip is super inviting. It makes people want to talk to you, and it just, I don't know, every time I wear a lip, I feel like I have a superhero cape. I really do when I have a red lip. I feel like I can conquer the world. I know it sounds dramatic, but it's so true.
No, I agree.
Feel good.
It's totally just like a power color, confidence boost. Even when I don't have any nail polish on now, but even red nails, I'm just sort of like, may I help you with something?
Hello, hey.
Yeah. So I'm right there.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm ready for all your lip tricks.
Yes. So I like to actually fill my lip in with the lip pencil because it helps with the longevity. And let's say the lipstick fades away, you still have that color.
Oh, I love that. So, okay.
The way that I like to fill the lips, I like to start on the outside and I go in, okay? Because it kind of gives it a more plump look if you do it this way. Because I know some people start the Cupid's bow and go down, but I feel like you're selling yourself short when you do that. We want to kind of plump those lips up and go from the outside in.
Okay, I'm going to watch you do it.
And this is in the shade Classic Red.
I'm using it too.
And I'm going to fill it in. And it just glides on.
I know it does. It's the best formula. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. It's so funny because I do always go down. So I'm now having to like train myself to
go up.
Yeah.
Because think about it. When you go down, you're like cutting your lip off a little bit.
Exactly.
So we're going to fill that in. And this is not a rough pencil where it hurts when you fill it in. It just glides on really nicely. Just gonna fill that in. Same with the outside. I'm gonna fill it in.
Yeah, as you can see, we're dragging it right across, but it doesn't drag. It's so smooth.
So smooth. A little trick too when we're doing lip liner is go like this. And you'll see if there's any spaces that you're missing.
Oh. I love that. I also love what it's like the fish with your mascara. It's like this thing. Yeah.
Also, red lipstick makes your teeth look whiter, and I love that.
Yes. I could use that for all the coffee I drink.
Hello. Same.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and then we're gonna use the shade Gwen in our lipstick. I love this lipstick.
Oh yeah, it's triple up. So just to show variety, I'm just gonna use, well, I'll save what I'm gonna use till you're done. But
so I'm gonna start from the center.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And look at that, you're just throwing it on, you know, it's such a beautiful formula. It's like butter.
That's what I like too, the fact that since I did a lip liner, I don't have to be super careful. Just go in.
That's a great tip because I do sometimes with a dark or like a rich color, I get a little too nervous, but with the lip liner, it's like your guide, you're coloring in the lines, all that good stuff.
Exactly.
Oh,
it's so hydrating. I want to keep putting it on.
I know. Hannah said I wear Jane's lip stains under my mask because it makes me feel more confident. I love that.
I love that.
Thank you for sharing that.
I love it.
Yeah.
So that is, guys.
I mean,
you look gorgeous, Katie.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
I mean, I have an amazing teacher, so let's just acknowledge that. And then to top our lips, where's mine? Oh, here it is.
I threw it earlier on the floor by mistake, but it's okay. I got so excited. I'm gonna hold on to them very tightly now.
Yeah. Let me put mine back in there. So we haven't really talked about this very much, but this is our limited edition, truly limited. This is like about to sell out. So get it while you can. But this is our beautiful Hydro Pure limited edition lip gloss kit. I mean,
it's incredible. It truly is. And it has good for you ingredients in it. It's not just your regular, schmegular lip gloss. It actually helps a lot. No regular schmegular lip gloss. It has the hyaluronic acid in it, right? Is that correct? So anything with that inside of it is like so necessary for your skin and especially for your lips. Seriously, we have to take care of our lips. Our lips go through a lot during the season. Like we need to show a lot of love. Exactly, especially now. You probably can't hear it, but I'm right next to my radiator, and it is pumping out the heat. So right. Yep. Okay. So but just on this formula real quick. So these are 3 of our, you could say regular shades, but they've got this really pretty shimmer. I don't know if that's even picking up, but just perfect for the holidays. We are going to use the shade Lambrusco, talking about being thirsty. Lambrusco. So glamorous. No, Cassis, Bubbly, and Lambrusco. Yes, and so we're going to use this shade on top of our lippies, but I do want to say that you can actually use these 2 shades on top of the same lip. One is going to help, it's going to, because it doesn't have full pigment, so it's not going to change the color. It's actually going to enhance the color. So you can get so many different kind of lip looks with just these 3 lip glosses. Interchange, use lip liners, be creative. It's fun. Lipstick is fun. I think it's like your whole wardrobe. Yeah, it's like seriously, I love it. So I'm going to use this right in the center here. I keep like every time I'm like pursing my lips. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm going to apply it all over since I just have the classic red. Yeah. So I'm just going to put it right in the center. You see how that made my lips really pop and come forward. It's almost
Sorry,
like a
Marilyn. Marilyn Monroe up in here.
Gosh, that's such a great comparison. I love her.
Look at that.
Yes, I love it. Oh, I feel like I'm ready for Christmas and New Year's, and I feel so
too.
Pretty.
Yeah.
I feel great.
Oh, I know, I feel so good. Let's see. I think we've caught up kind of on questions here. Let's see. Yes, we actually both used the classic red pencil. Nydia used the Triple Luxe and Gwen, and then we both used the very limited edition. I'm sorry, it's going to sell out soon. The Emperor's Ghost shade. Exactly. Oh, and let me send the shop local link so everybody knows where to shop if they are close to Jane Iredale retailer. Otherwise, you can always shop on our site. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Should we quickly run through our look?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I'm like, oh, this old thing.
Right,
catching my highlighter.
Quick and easy.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I know that again, this is a class and it's a time, but this is something you can do so quick and easy. Yeah. As long as you have the right products and technique and practice, you can do it. We believe in you. You can do it. I promise.
If I can do it, you can do it. I was very nervous. Somebody said they think I know how to do makeup. I know how to do a little bit, but with the right teacher, with the right guide, and the right tools.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So I started again. I had my Beyond Matte on and some base when I joined Nydia, and then take us away. What did we start with?
Yeah. So we started off with our brow pencil. We did our rule of thirds. We did our brow mapping, and we perfected our eyebrows. Then we cleaned up our eyebrows with our flat eyeshadow brush, which is right here, and a little bit of the foundation. And we also used the rest of it. We brought it down with a flat, this one is the Luxe shader on our lid. And again, you know, with eyeshadow brushes, I know there's names on the eyeshadow brushes, but you can use them, be creative, whatever works for you, go for it. Yeah. So we did that, and then we set it with our powder.
With our pure pressed again, I'm
pure pressed powder, and then after that we did our eyeshadows. So for the eyeshadow, we did this color in the crease. We did this too. We kind of blended those in the corner and the outer V. So remember, we did the windshield wiper movements, with the scrambling egg movements.
Down.
Exactly, and then we really focused the darker brown in that corner. For the lid, we did our bronze on the lid. And if you wanted to have the option of not having a shiny or shimmery highlight, we did the matte here. And I want to say, I feel like this palette, it just tells a story. Like, it's kind of like the colors are set up in a way that you can just do them with ease, which I absolutely love. Exactly. So we did that. And then we did our 24 karat shimmer in the shade Champagne on our lid. And then we did gold, and we wet it with a little bit with our small smudge brush, and we popped it right in the center on the brow bone and in the center of the lid. So that's what we did for eyeshadow. Then we did our liquid liner, which is like, now that I'm here, everything.
I know. I was like, everything. I'm like, I had everything. Just walked away. But yeah, we did this
liquid liner
to show that beautiful, such a thin, easy tip to use.
Really quick. Look at this, guys. Yeah. This is dried. It is not moving. It's not smudging.
We love it.
It's on. So we did the thin line on the top, and we brought it out for a nice, quick flick of the wing. Love it. And then we did our mascara. We really, you know, took our time. We put it in different directions. This is literally such a juicy mascara. I love the brush. I love that brush.
Love the juice.
Yes, love it. And then to kind of touch up underneath our eyes, we put some of the foundation with our flat foundation brush underneath the eyes, and we set that. Okay. So once we did that, we did some powder, and then a little mascara on the bottom, and our eyes were done. We moved on to the face makeup. We did have our base already on our face. We did some blush, and I personally combined 2 blushes You don't have to, but I just love to mix blushes. It just, because you can use 1, 2, and then when you combine them, it gives you a different look.
Exactly.
So I did that.
And
then we did our gold as a highlight. So I sprayed my face because I like to actually have my face a little wet when I apply the highlight because it like makes it pop. I forgot to add that. It like grips it.
I love that. Okay, I'm gonna try that next.
Yes, please. I put a little bit on my nose. And then I also did lips. So we did, we filled in our lips with our lip pencil in True Red. And I did my lipstick in Gwen. And then I topped it off with Glam Brusco lip gloss. And that's it. I did a final spray. That was it.
And here we are.
All ready just to go out.
I know.
Somewhere. I don't know where I'm going, but I feel like I need to. I'm gonna take a lot of selfies today. That's what I'm gonna do after this class.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. But thank you everyone so much for joining us. Nydia, this was truly so much fun, such an honor. I'm going to send through your Instagram handle again so people can find you there. But if you have made it this far, you are automatically entered to win a $250 gift card to janeiredale.com. So you can buy all this stuff and play and have fun with us. So yeah, if we didn't get to your question, shoot us a note, send us a DM, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. Everyone have happy holidays. Again, if you recreate this look, tag Jane. We would love to see it. And you guys are going to kill it. You got this. You got this.
Yes, exactly. Happy holidays. We'll see you all soon. Bye, Nydia. Talk to you soon.
Bye. Thank you. Great job, Katie.
Thank you.